We are here on week 3 of Masters. Drop here as always with TWK Smash today. How you doing, Smash?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Alright, so first match we're going to get underway. We have Addy Mestic versus Crocky.
Ooh, that should definitely be a good one. Always love watching Crocky play. And Addy's been doing insanely well as of recently, right? I know he's been tearing it up.
Yeah, Addy's been doing really well lately. I mean, he is one of the few EU players in this, so he's definitely at a big disadvantage. But he is a super strong player. And obviously Crocky playing for Vex now, that Ren got sponsored.
Hey, esports hype.
one of the few sponsored players in this game. And definitely excited to see his Ada. Absolutely hate playing against him on the ranked ladder.
Yeah, his spear is pretty scary.
Oh, how he throws it to approach.
He's one of the few that... I mean, he is so good at just keeping you out, and then the moment you think you get in, there's a sig waiting for you.
And Addy, I'm expecting Addy Mestic to play Bryn or Azori, maybe?
Yeah, I think I've seen him play a lot of Asuri whenever I was able to catch his matches previously. Oh, the Bryn, though. Good call.
Yeah, that's definitely an interesting matchup. The speed going in Bryn's favor, as well as the defense, and not really losing out on much in terms of the strength and the dexterity. I actually like the numbers on Bryn's side in this.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, especially since we're looking at going to Shipwreck Falls here, I don't know, the Axe Edgeguard game is kind of scary.
Oh, and Addy is absolutely known for his Axe Edgeguard game. It is super good. Right now,
yeah,
Crocky
so starting off first.
Yeah, Crocky able to push him off the weapons completely right now. Addy not really deterred by that and going in unarmed.
Yeah, I mean, Crocky just built such a huge damage lead here. He's getting it side light after side light, and Addy's really got to pick something up if he, wants to stay in this match.
And just as you said, Addy gets a nice string of attacks here. Not going to be enough to close the gap, but with Ada's low defense, he is starting to push Crocky into a dangerous position. But we are going to
see if he can make this Edgeguard.
Crocky not quite able to connect with anything, and Addy going to turn that around, getting a nice down light.
Ooh, a little too much damage for that spear combo to connect, but he cleans it up with the recovery.
Crocky has a big opportunity right now to pull ahead in this game. Addy Mestic's gonna need to close this kill out really quickly, but there's the big unarmed combo, and that's a lot of damage, followed up with a bomb. And Addy Mestic in big trouble in the first match.
Wow, and there it is again, as we were saying. Crocky, right when you think you get in, there's a sig waiting for you. And he cleans up the second stock, working on a 3-0 right now.
And I believe that may have been a perfect stock.
Wow, I think you're right.
Crocky just dropping that unarmed follow-up from the weapon toss, but he's still going to find a spear. And Addy Mestic really needs to find this knockout right this second.
Yeah, I would like to see some use of Bryn's signatures. The distance that Crocky is keeping, a side sig or possibly the down sig as he dodges in. The only problem is when Crocky's got the guns, he's so aerial.
Crocky again looking for a throw combo, not quite finding the unarmed though, and Addy Mestic's going to pick up that first kill, but surely it's just a matter of time here until Crocky closes the game out, and that's going to be it with the recovery.
Player 1 wins.
So if you're Addy Mestic in this position, what do you look at? What do you need to do differently? Maybe do you pick a different character? Do you think about the stage? You're talking about those signatures a little bit, and I do think predicting the dodge-ins with spear down sig isn't a bad choice.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of where a lot of it came from is, he seems so reliant on his light attacks. And, especially all these well-known players that we're going to be seeing today, they're very familiar with them. So you need to be able to mix up your pace, mix up your attacks, if you really want to catch anybody. And really what we saw was, I don't know, it looked like Addy was playing as if Crocky were more grounded than he was. He was expecting and adapting a playstyle for somebody who plays a lot of ground game, as we've seen from a lot of sword users recently. That's not Crocky's style. So he's got to take to the air, and I think this Ember pick for the bow is really strong, especially since the bow commands so much of the air.
We are getting the game underway. Crocky is going to find that spear combo, and he's going to find another down light. Addy Mystic going to need to recover here, wasting his dodge, but Crocky's not even going to try and punish it. And right now it's, again, just like the first game, just Crocky building up a substantial damage lead. And at this point, he can start looking for the knockout. There's a lot of stuff that'll kill Ember right now, and Addy Mystic really just needs to try and find anything on the Crocky. He needs to play really safe, not get hit by moves like those recoveries and ground pounds, and just try and hit those light attacks.
Yeah, I really would have liked to see him kind of force the engagement in the shenanigans area right there. It worked out really well for him, because even though he got hit, the ground pound, one of Crocky's main knockout tools there, even the side airs, would not be able to knock out, whereas he had the guitars at the time, which, fantastic edge guards, especially in shenanigan areas.
Yeah, and absolutely, Crocky wasn't really respecting the fact that he couldn't kill Addy Mystic down there, and if Addy had just stayed, it really might have worked out well for him. But once again, we're seeing Crocky just
especially since we see
so much space.
Yeah, if he's got the open air to work with, I mean, he's going to be all over it. And there it is again, 3 stocks to 1, looking the same as last match.
Anyways, I talked about this a little bit before we started, but the way Crocky will throw his weapon and come in with an unarmed attack when he approaches you, he does it so frequently, unpredictably, and accurately. It's really scary to play against. It can really put you on edge.
I know we've been
game.
Yeah, we've been seeing that from like a number of players, and it's really good because although the throws don't do too much damage by themselves, it's really all about interrupting the opponent's moves and throwing them off their rhythm, and it seems to be paying off exponentially here.
Well, yeah, and in so many situations when you throw your weapon and follow up with unarmed, you're either... And there's another 3-stock from Crocky. But you're... Oh, I'm sorry, I guess the first game wasn't a 3-stock, huh? I think Addy picked one up at the end, but... That was a quick and convincing set from Crocky, showing why he got picked up and why he's a sponsored player. But
yeah,
in the game too, LDZ versus Zaloxery.
Ooh, very nice. And just, I think, throughout the day, we've got... Addy is going to end up going against, what was this? Twilight as well today. So I'm very interested to see how he does in that matchup. You know, especially coming off a set just like this one. But for now, we've got Zaloxery versus LDZ. Zaloxery, I love that Ember.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see Zaloxery play the bow right now.
3, 2,
and I'm really excited, too, to see how he approaches with it against the slow, very slow and tanky Queen Nai. Zaloxery does not want to get caught out by LDZ.
Finds a little bit of a bowstring. Oh no, what's happening?
Zaloxery kills... Zaloxery got caught under the stage and died. Wow. That's a very unfortunate start, but it's going to give LDZ a good opportunity to take a game here.
Yeah, I know. Just as far as the damage goes, I mean, LDZ has almost a full stock lead, because Zaloxery wasn't able to get too much damage on him before pulling that Z.
And this is one problem I think LDZ has, and it especially doesn't work against higher level players. When he gets someone into the kill range, he gets way too desperate for those signatures, and he throws out a lot of whiffed and punishable moves.
Yeah, especially Queen Nai. Like, this is going to be an easy punish right there. there's so much lag time on the end, so much recovery for Queen Nye's signatures.
He should be chasing Zalaxury.
More so for the Qatar than the
He should
spear.
be chasing Zalaxury with the Sair there when he has the Qatars, not trying to land the ground pound, not trying to use signatures. He has other
Right.
kill tools in his kit.
Yeah, especially even if he went ahead and tried to trade weapons and, you know, just get a spear. Spear has fantastic knockout moves, which we just saw last set.
He's gonna get the chase dodge, I think, into the recovery, and that's gonna be substantial for him.
Yeah, Zelo still has a bunch of ground to make up. If he gets a good unarmed combo here, just too much to be able to follow up.
And here, like I said, we're seeing how great of a job LDZ does and how well he plays when he's racking up damage. But now, as soon as he gets a low defense person into orange, he just sees red and goes so hard for those signatures.
Yeah, as he's pushing him off the edge, that's like the fourth time we've seen him go for that side signature. He hit him with the first one in that early stock, but since then, Zelo's been scouting it. He's kind of noted the pattern, and he jumps out every single time.
Oh, but there's a
Ooh,
great
but a
sig
little
from
too
LDZ.
late there.
That was some impressive spacing, and that's going to be game 1 to LDZ.
Yeah, Zelo went hard for that side signature from Ember, and, you know, just too much recovery time on it to be able to jump out as usual. So he got caught by LDZ's side sig. But now that they're starting again from even footing, let's see how Zelo can fight back. If he's able to kind of stem the damage flow a little bit, and he should have better command of this match.
Zelo just missing a few unarmed attacks there, and LDZ will punish that weapon pickup. And, oh man, that's no jumps available, dodge on cooldown. Zelo getting punished very heavily.
Wow.
And LDZ.
LDZ, amazing Qatar play, great string, early kill within the first 30 seconds.
Zalaxury's going to need a very good stock here. Is finding a lot of damage on LDZ. He's using the side light of that bow when they're both grounded, and what a chase from LDZ. He must have heard what I was saying last game. Almost finding the,
Oh, yeah.
all those Sairs in a row.
I know, and, you know, it's all been paying off. He's got a commanding lead, well over, like, a full stock here, especially with Queen Nye's kill power.
LDZ might even be able to find a second kill here onto Zalaxury before he goes down. Zalaxury gets a great prediction there with that recovery. Very good spacing from Zalaxury,
Yeah.
knowing LDZ wanted to come in like that to hit the nair or the ground pound.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Bow recovery is so good at beating out other moves that, you know, a lot of people use it right around the corner. Oh, Zelo getting some pressure. Let's see if he can close it out. Not enough. Catches with the uppercut. But gets him with the side signature. He did not let go. So tied up the stocks, but he's way behind in damage.
And that is a difference between these two guys I wanted to talk about. I mentioned how LDZ can get kind of desperate for those SIGs. Zalaxury has maybe used 10% of the SIGs as LDZ, so if he wants to throw one out like that to try and finish his stock, it's not nearly as predictable. And it can really work if you limit yourself to only a few SIGs a game.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, we see it in a lot of different games, whether it be traditional fighters with overheads, or, you know, a lot of moves, a lot of other games with, like, ultimates and stuff. You need to keep them a little bit sparse, so that way they're not exactly expecting them. Keep it fresh, so that way it's a new thing in their mind. And, you know, that usually just pays off, because you'll find a higher accuracy rate of landing them.
And right now Zalaxury doing a fantastic job pressuring onto LDZ. Not going to find that signature. LDZ going to get a slight punish. Zaloxry interrupting LDZ's signature there. Zelo is approaching orange. If LDZ can get another hit or two on him, I'd say it's going to be almost impossible for Zaloxry to come back. Zelo needs to find the kill right now before he takes much more damage at all from Queen 9. There it is with a great signature. LDZ, one stock. Zaloxry is in orange, though, so this is going to be tough for Zelo to win and bring it into Game 3, I think.
Wow, Zelo just missing that guitar combo somehow. Let's see, he's getting some nice solid punishes here. If he can just kind of continue and keep that up, I mean, he has a chance at bringing this back.
Zaloxry, though, he is unarmed, and LDZ is going to cover that weapon heavily, and he's still going to opt for the guitars. Not quite able to find the signature. Dodge from Zaloxry was down. LDZ couldn't finish it, and Zaloxry finding more and more unarmed damage, using the spiky ball to great effect, and LDZ is taking a lot of punishment right now. Zaloxry is well on his way to an amazing comeback. Goes for the ledge guard, not quite able to connect with the Sair. Able to push LDZ off the ledge once again. LDZ is still going for that weapon, finding it, and the unarmed one's Zaloxry, and Zaloxry finds himself in the ledge guard now. LDZ not gonna let him just come right back up onto the stage, and both players at deep red. Almost anything could kill right now. LDZ not gonna find the Sair, gets punished with the Nair from Zaloxry, not enough to kill. Still, almost any move, though, will do it. LDZ just looking for a Sair, a ground pounder, or a recovery. Zaloxry probably looking for a Sair off the side of the stage, going for a risky signature, and there's the side air from LDZ, and that's 2-0 LDZ.
Wow, I mean, that second match definitely a lot closer than the first. Zelo almost being able to bring it back and clean it up, especially coming off of that early 30-second kill that LDZ had.
Yeah, and that was just a fantastic gimp from LDZ, especially playing Queen Nai, who's so slow, such low dexterity. He just did not stop naring and chasing him down. It was... I want to go back and see the replay as soon as we're done this tournament. I can't wait to see that again. I think that might be the kill of the day.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, you know, I really would have liked to see more from that set as far as Zelo abusing the extra speed that Ember has over Queen Nai. That's kind of what he did during that last stock, and it really helped clean it up. He got a ton of damage before LDZ even got a single hit on him, and, you know, he brought it right back in there, close game. Let's see where that puts us as far as matches going on. We've got LDZ will fight Dobrain later on,
I think.
And Zelo's done for the day because he played the extra match last week, right?
Is he done for the day? I think Crocky and Doppy are up next, according to Slosh.
Ooh, nice.
I do believe we're going to have Zelo joining in for some commentary.
Oh, awesome. We'll get to talk to him a little bit about that match before starting the commentary. Alright, so let's see. You said Crocky and Doppy were up next?
I believe they are.
Alright, awesome. That's going to be a good match. Doppy been playing a lot of Nash lately. You know, historically he was known for his Asuri, but he's definitely been feeling Nash, some of those signatures, the spear play. And, you know, he's been doing really well with him. I mean, as expected, he does really well with most any character.
I'm most
But I'm
excited
interested
to see that spear versus spear matchup. I really hope we get to see some of that.
3,
Oh yeah, especially since both these characters higher than average strength and speed, sacrificing some of the other stats. Ada primarily the defense, and Nash primarily dexterity.
Crocky opens the game up with a weapon toss into looking for some unarmed again, though he wasn't quite able to find that. Doppy using that spear to keep Crocky out right now, but Crocky will try and find his way in. And there's a
Ooh,
nice
Doppy with the nice
dodge.
chase dodge, getting a ton of damage off of that.
Crocky is going to have to be real careful of that hammer with 7 strength versus 3 defense. It's going to really hurt. Doppy's going to have to be really careful how he uses it with such low dexterity. As you can see, Doppy is really spacing these moves out, not just throwing out random attacks, not just throwing out Sares hoping they connect. That's really the mark of a good hammer player, someone who can have that kind of accuracy with it.
Yeah, Hammer generally does have a lot of higher startup, longer recovery moves than most other weapons, but my god, they hit hard.
Doppy doing a great job of throwing his weapon and chasing with the unarmed follow-up. Even though it wasn't connecting very often, Crocky knew it was coming and still wasn't able to punish it.
Crocky working hard to bring Doppy into the red. He's got to clean up this stock. He's an orange himself now on the second, in risk of getting knocked out again. Beautiful dive kicks. Will it be enough? Yes, it is. Doppy goes down. Tied stocks.
And that's a really nice bomb from Doppy coming out there, not quite connecting with Crocky, though.
And here we see Crocky just bring it back. Those guns do so much damage. Oftentimes gun combos doing 50-60 damage just by themselves.
Absolutely. I personally think blasters are one of the top weapons in the game. So much combo potential and everything hits so hard. Right now Doppy's going to have a nice spear combo for the kill. He's going to take a relatively substantial lead here onto Crocky, as he should be able to avoid the knockout for a little while here on Twilight Grove if he's able to position himself properly. And he really wants his back to that island.
Crocky not able to protect the weapon. Doppy picks it up, another hammer. But he keeps him out from this one. Let's see if he can score this knockout here. Ground pound into edge guard. Anything? Not yet.
Doppy finding a lot of neutrals right now with the hammer, and that's really bad for Crocky. One more hit from Doppy will probably put Crocky clear into orange. But a nice unarmed combo from Crocky, and he's actually only going to get the first hit. But Doppy with a big signature, and that forces a dodge with the weapon toss. Not going to punish the dodge being down, just going to opt for the weapon, deny the bomb as well. And Crocky really needs a weapon.
I really do like that upward bomb toss that Doppy had. It kind of closed off that upper portion of the stage, forced Crocky to stay down low in risk of it.
Yeah, that was very clever use of the explosive, a way to use it to your advantage without directly throwing it at someone. And already these guys are getting into game 2.
Yeah, so we saw in that last game, Doppy kind of always taking a damage lead and then getting an early knockout, because Ada with only that 3 armor makes such a huge difference. So we've got to see Crocky try and keep it at least a little bit even. And, you know, we saw him drop a few unarmed combos, which is really unfortunate with Ada's 7 decks, because he should be landing those just about every time.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he was... Oh, Doppy falling right onto that landmine. I'm not sure. I'd have to check on the replay if Crocky was late on the input or if he didn't have the spacing for it. I couldn't tell in the heat of the fight. Right now, Doppy really trying to connect with the hammer, and Crocky has his blasters here. If he's able to find a signature recovery, he might be able to kill Doppy.
Yeah, I do like this. Crocky has been mixing up his movement a lot more from what it was last time around. But it looks like Doppy's adjusted just as quickly. And just about tied up the damage, oh my gosh.
And Crocky will get back without having to dodge, but no, he does dodge to try and cover an approach and gets punished for it. And Doppy will chase him all the way down for a kill off of one dodge.
Yeah, and that's the thing, those great Nash signatures. He's got, a lot of people feel, some of the best in the game, especially those spear signatures. That side one comes out so fast, it seems, and hits so hard.
Yeah, he has an absolutely amazing kit of signatures.
So Crocky, he's going to be fishing for a kill move here. Guns primarily just get it from all their heavies. You need recovery ground pound or a signature. So that's kind of what sets them apart a little bit from other weapons. They have high damage building capabilities, but as we can see, Doppy's deep in the red. Ada has pretty good strength, and that side air still wasn't able to kill. Their force is pretty low.
Right now, Crocky is going to be unarmed. He probably just wants that spear. He does find it. Gonna be looking for Sares, recoveries, ground pounds. Not quite able to find the pogo stick. Would have killed Doppy. And there's a risky sig from Doppy. Not going to be punished for it, though. Bomb toss and unarmed to follow it up. Doppy throwing out a lot of hitboxes right now, but Crocky will find the kill and even up the stocks. And this is a much slower paced game than the first.
Yeah, and you know what? I mean, just looking at Doppy just exiting white damage, Crocky already pretty deep orange. I mean, all that massive lead that Crocky built in the first minute of the game is completely erased, and Doppy even pushed it his way.
And that's really the 3 defense of Ada and 7 strength of Nash is every single hit's just so punishing, and the knockouts like that are just so easy to find.
Yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of the high strength. Even if you got low dex, it doesn't really matter, because you don't need the combos. Every individual hit is a monster.
Doppy doing a great job of finding that landmine. Crocky in a lot of trouble here. Gonna need to find this kill immediately and then have an absolutely out of his mind stock. Does find the combo, but it doesn't kill Doppy, whereas with pretty much the exact same damage on it killed Crocky. The recovery will get it and even up the stocks. Crocky in a lot of trouble. I believe up until this point he has been undefeated in the league. So going down here is not what he wants.
Yeah, Doppy fighting back pretty hard. Not really letting Crocky get anything solid as of yet. Just pushing Doppy into the slight white, but any hit could knock Crocky out here.
Doppy did connect with that stomp, which could have been the game. Hey, there wasn't a follow-up to it, though. I don't think he expected to land it. But there's another stomp, and that's going to be the side air combo. And Doppy will take that.
Yeah, wow, really solid game from him. I don't know if it's because they're clanmates and they probably play each other a lot, but he just had Crocky's number. Just all the movement, even once Crocky shifted it up, he was able to adapt quickly. Okay, I see what you're doing here, and I'm just going to keep punishing you every time. And just that kind of steady play led to those big advantages, and then just easily pushed it out.
So we do have Addy Mestic versus Twilight coming up next. And here's Addy. Twilight is in a game right now, so he should be ready in a minute.
Oh, alright.
So we're going to do a giveaway here, I think. Let me
giveaway? Community Colors hype? Is that what's happening right now? These beautiful community colors?
Oh yeah, we're gonna do a giveaway. So I'm bringing up the giveaway tool here in just a sec.
And if you guys haven't seen or you're not familiar with community colors, I'm sure most of you are. They are a color palette that you unlock for your entire account. It is a code that you put into Steam, and you can pretty much only get them from giveaways on streams like these, the dev streams. Devs do giveaways on, you know, Reddit, Twitter, all that kind of place. And the other way is from producing fantastic content for the community. So you see a lot of these streamers, a lot of people who make fan art, those skin submissions of fan art, some nice videos. They usually get some nice community colors for their community effort.
Alright, so we have the giveaway tool up. There is no keyword. If you guys want to be entered in the raffle, just go ahead and say something. We'll give everybody a chance to get in on that.
Make sure to get your community colors. They're a nice blue, brown, and gold color palette. I love how they look on a number of the skins, especially like I've seen on the default Hattori and Vrax skins. I always like to say they look like a lot of the classic X-Men costumes, and that kind of gets to me. I love it.
I see some people asking how they get in. There is no keyword, as long as you typed. So I see this guy saying, how do I get in? That puts you in just by saying that. That's all you gotta do. Give everybody a little bit more time. The numbers are still going up a little bit. There they were. It's slowed down now. Oh no, it's still climbing.
Twilight with the put me in coach. Well, he's going to be in this next match too.
Well, I really hope Twilight doesn't. We are giving away community colors. You really hope Twilight doesn't win.
Yeah.
There you go.
You want to see some Addy action?
Aptomaru. Aptomaru. So Aptomaru, waiting for this guy to say something. Claim him. There he is. So you can message Sloshula. Sloshula should be able to get those for you. You see him down there, he's modded. Alright, so we'll close this window out and get back to the game.
Alright, so yeah, congratulations to the winner. It was Aptomaru. For those wondering who won, he is the most rigged champion. And then we're going to be going into this match shortly of Addy versus Twilight.
And Twilight won his Bodvar. Addy Mestic once again on the Bryn. The axe is a fairly strong weapon versus the sword, which, of course, Twilight does want that sword.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Yeah, he's definitely known for his swordplay. I mean, he put the hammer to great use yesterday in some tournament sets. So I'm interested to see a little bit more of that from him today.
Oh yeah, and he is by no means bad with the hammer. He's an absolutely monster player. But Addy does have, I think, possibly a favorable weapon set here. The weapons in this game are pretty balanced, but Spear does well enough against the sword. Axe does great against it. Addy is going to find that axe, and both players here at orange. Twilight finding a nice standing neutral there, and that move does a surprising amount of damage if you've never looked at the numbers. But Addy Mestic right now keeping Twilight off the stage, putting out a lot of damage, and Twilight's not going to make it back. The narrow ledges of Shipwreck are
he fell...
gonna do it.
Yeah, he fell just shy of touching that bottom corner. But yeah, Shipwreck here with these tiny, tiny edges make every hit so dangerous. Twilight finds the kill off the top, evens up the stocks, but Addy still has a slight damage lead, which is really nice to see coming off his previous set, where he had a couple issues. So I'm really glad to see him kind of buckle it down and stay in there. Really solid play coming out from Addy, just punishing a lot of Twilight's approaches and keeping himself kind of safe. Twilight does find a sword combo though, sends him off the edge. Another one, not able to convert. Addy turns it around.
Twilight gets the Stomp Sig combo. That is a true combo. Not quite going to find the knockout here, but the next hit's going to be a big one.
Yeah, Twilight has done a good job of evening up the damage. Both of them in kill range. That side air going to put him into edgeguard. Is he able to convert? He does.
Twilight's going to take the lead for the first time in the game here. Addy Mestic going to want to answer that kill immediately. And a big sword combo from Twilight. He's going to be able to guard this weapon here. Addy Mestic, no dodge, not punished by Twilight. Addy's going to toss that spear. Gets another spear, though. He just wants that hammer. Almost a gimp there from Twilight. Big opportunity. Not quite going to find it, though. And Addy Mestic already at orange, and that dodge is going to be punished for the stock. Twilight takes the game. A big second stock from Twilight.
Yeah, I mean, it was dead even until that final KO, and then Twilight just turned it on, brought him from white to orange before Addy was even able to touch him, and converted it into a fantastic edgeguard. And that's kind of a lot of the explosive play that we see Sword is kind of capable of, with its fast moves, its great edgeguarding, and Twilight just showed a clinic of usage.
And that is absolutely what Twilight's known for, that aggressive spacing and just absolutely smashing you off the ledge if you've made one mistake. He's a monster at gimping. And here we are in the game too. Addy Mestic's gonna find some of that early damage, but Twilight gets a nice unarmed combo. Addy using that shenanigans zone to big effect there to find some more damage onto Twilight. And once again, much like the first game, we are very even on health right here. Twilight finds that sword and pulls into a slight lead, but Addy fires back. Doing a great job of trying to predict Twilight's movement with the dodges. Addy predicting actually most of Twilight's dodge-ins.
Yeah, even with that, the damage has been pretty even this stock, kind of looking a little bit like last game.
Twilight will find a sword combo, and here's a big edgeguard situation. Twilight doesn't get the kill off of that recovery, but he does chase him down aggressively enough to find it immediately after.
And now, here, I always like to say, whenever you get first knocked out, if the opponent is still alive, you need to find that kill before the opponent gets you into orange. That's kind of that point of no return where they have a significant lead that's going to put you really far behind and difficult to come back from. So as we see Addy entering orange here, I don't know, it's not looking too good for this match.
Twilight gets a nice sword combo, and this should be it. Now, Addy will recover safely, but Twilight still chases him down, and wow, that is some aggressive rush down with the sword from Twilight, and that is a big lead.
Yeah, that was a beautiful downsig. Addy, I like the trade. At that point, it is absolutely worth it. He does take that extra damage, which puts him out of range of a lot of the unarmed combos, and secured the kill. That's a big win.
Yeah, I would say that's more than worth it. I would say that's necessary. Addy needed that. But Twilight's going to be able to pressure him here while he's unarmed, and if he doesn't find something soon, he does get the axe. And Twilight with the hammer, not a good weapon to try and edge guard against. Even though Addy's so good at that, he's going to choose not to. And Twilight looking for an unarmed kill here, not able to find the ground pounds. Addy Mystic's going to guard that weapon, but Twilight will find the uppercut and the nair with the hammer. And that's going to end the set.
Wow, and that's, you know, kind of what we were seeing coming out from Addy. Fantastic, solid play early on, but then the moment Twilight was able to wedge in a little bit of a lead, he just ran away with it. I don't know if it's Addy just generally not doing too well fighting from behind, and so it's important that he takes those early leads. But, I mean, Twilight is able to just convert and grow any advantage into a big one.
Alright, so I'm trying to take a look at who our next game is.
Ooh.
It looks like Alec Furiosity and Stevenator will be playing next. And Alec this is going to be his first week here. He filled a gap for us. And his first week is he plays Stevenator and let's see who else. And Pickled Potatoes.
Ooh.
That's going to be a tough week.
That is a stacked matchup. It's going to be a very tough week one. But, I don't know, the other tournaments I've been watching him in recently, that guy is a monster. He has been playing like a man on fire, out of his mind. I love his hammer play specifically. He's probably one of, if not my personal favorite hammer player.
Well, I'm excited to see it. I've played both of these guys a few times on the ladder, and they both destroy me. I'm not sure who destroys me harder, so we'll have to see. But this should be a good matchup.
Yeah, they got that Bodvar mirror match going. Stevenator, no slouch with his own hammer. I mean, we all know the Stevenator, as they call it, that gravity cancel down sig with the hammer, off stage, max range for those quick early kills, catches so many people. So I wonder if Alec's going to be scouting that out, or if Steve can find and secure a few of those, and then just solid swordplay all around, and Stevenator's unarmed is nothing to sneeze at.
So we are just picking a stage. We should have this game underway shortly. Looking at Stevenator's record in Brawl League, Alec, like I said, he is just filling in now. Stevenator, I don't think his record reflects how good of a player he is. He does have a losing record right now, but he's had some tough matches. And anyway, we're getting this one underway. First weapon is going to go to Alec, and Stevenator might be looking for that unarmed combo he's so known for. But he does find a sword, and he's going to be able to continue pressuring Alec off of this one, and that is going to be a lot of damage early on in favor of Stevenator. But as we were talking about, the hammer goes to Alec, and he does go for a throw combo, and Stevenator dodges right out of it. So we do have sword on sword, and Stevenator with a great side sig. Gonna find that first kill in 30 seconds, and that's a big lead.
Yeah, I mean, Stevenator just found all those sword hits, beautiful strings early on, and just took command of the stock. Alec wasn't able to fight anything back, because I think he was over-searching for that hammer a little bit, and then he didn't get the throw combo, so it went right off stage.
Well, Alec is doing a much better job here in this second stock. He is putting a lot of damage onto Stevenator, but that is a monster combo from Stevenator. The side sig's going to connect from Alec to even up the stocks, but he has some work to do to catch back up.
Yeah, he's already past that threshold of orange, so he needs something fantastic here, possibly some sword strings. There's Stevenator with the down sig, just not enough to kill. If he were 6 inches back, that would have done it.
That was a great try, unfortunately not quite enough. Alec Furacity gonna have a chance to try and recover here. Going to get up with his recovery, not interrupted from Stevenator. The weapon toss, though, gonna do it. And he'll throw the horn off for good measure. Gonna opt to defend this horn. Alec trying to find some unarmed damage, not able to. Stevenator gonna have to dodge the sidekick. Actually, dodges a little early there. Alec not able to punish that, though. Both Bodvars do
I gotta
in the wrong direction there.
I do like Steve's footsies right there. You always see him kind of hovering back and forth, just in and out of range, just baiting you to attack. And then, you know, he's always there waiting with a quick sword hit. Alec finds it this time, though. Needs to get a kill here.
Stevenator with an incredible read right there on that neutral signature. Wow. Letting him dodge out of the combo, predicting the dodge to punish it. Really, really interesting stuff. Stevenator's going to have a big chance for the 2-stock right here.
Alec trying to recover low. He finds the recovery just around the corner.
And this is a Bodvar matchup. We saw what Stevenator did to Alec on that first stock. It's not impossible for Alec to get a Sword Gimp or something similar right here. And that's 100% what he should be looking for. He should be playing extremely passive, trying to bait Stevenator into an edge guard. He can't afford to get hit by a single other attack. Anything will kill him.
Yeah, I know. Just even an unarmed side light would knock him way out.
Oh, here's the chance for that ledge guard. Oh, Alec goes all in for it and pays with his life. He was able to interrupt Stevenator's recovery there. If he had punished the dodge, he probably would have killed him.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. He went a little bit too hard. Spent too many of his jumps early on before beginning the edge guard. And that's something that you always got to watch out for. If you get the opportunity to go deep against somebody, you got to make sure that your jumps were just refreshed. Otherwise, especially on stages like Shipwreck, you risk just pulling a Z.
Not sure who we have up for our next match. I'll check the Discord real quick.
Alex says he's restarting real quick, checking his ping. Stevenator is as well, because that was just the first match of the set.
Oh, of course, they just left.
So they're just checking their connections before rolling right back into it.
All right.
And here they are back in the room.
So really that was a close game, and the only thing that gave the big edge to Stevenator was that super early kill where it seemed like he called Alec out. As long as Alec could avoid getting gimped or killed within the first 30 seconds again, I think he has a good shot of taking a game off of Stevenator here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what dictated that match was that early kill from the fantastic sword strings that Stevenator had. And we're actually going to King's Pass. So Sword is going to be extra scary.
Oh, and this is absolutely one of my favorite maps as a Sword main. That middle is a dangerous zone. With Alec preferring the Hammer, Stevenator's gonna have to be careful there.
Yeah, Hammer does... looks like it may be
maybe didn't want to go to this stage.
Oh, they're doing a button check. Checking their connection before rolling into it.
Alright, then we will have the actual game underway here in just a moment.
Alright, getting the all clear from them. So I'm interested to see which map they actually pick. I don't think they went through bans yet. Alright, so Stevenator immediately banning Kings and Hall. Alex saying we're going to Thunderguard.
Three, two, one, brawl!
So Thunderguard having a lot more vertical shenanigans available, but Stevenator not letting him find anything. Huge unarmed combo, putting him right into orange from the get-go.
Stevenator, once again, that's what we said Alec needs to avoid. Something like this, dying right away, is not what he needs. He avoided the 30-second death by taking a 20-second one there, I guess. But if you could just... It's kind of incredible how that'll happen to him at the start of the game, and then for the whole rest of the match, he'll go even with or be beating Stevenator.
That was a beautiful spot dodge. Knowing Stevenator wanted to go in.
From Alec, and Stevenator already in deep red, and that's 2 kills in 45 seconds. Both players going down very quickly. Both guys showing they know how to pressure with Bodvar.
Yeah, Alec did a great job cleaning up that stock pretty quickly and keeping Steve's advantage relatively minimal, because now the damage is tied up just at yellow. Wow, really nice chase dodge downwards into the hammer throw, pick up neutral light. True combo there. Tense spacing coming in from both of them. Alec getting a little bit extra damage, but anyone could go down right now. Steve finds it with the stomp into down air.
Yeah, that was a whiffed sig from Alec that got punished by Stevenator, costing him his life. A very risky sig to go for at the time. Alec dropping through the shenanigan zone there and using the nair with the hammer instantly just hit Stevenator, and that's a great knockout.
Yeah, Alec has kept this within just about a dozen or so damage all the time. So this is an insanely close match. He's doing a much better job just kind of keeping the gap very tight, very close between these two players here.
Now, both these guys really want to win here. Like I said, Stevenator doesn't have a winning record right now in the league, which was unexpected for me, from me, I should say. And Alec, this being his first match in the league, really wants to show that he has what it takes to play with all the players that were picked.
Smartly recovers out to the side, not even trying against the hammer there in the shenanigans area. Now Alec needs this win to stay in the set. Stevenator is currently up 1-0. Both of them kind of waiting out this mine. Steve going, finds the recovery. Is it enough? Can he get back? Alec, oh no, under the corner.
Player 1 win.
And that's going to be Stevenator taking the set. Alec with still a good showing there. Both players playing a really nice game on Bodvar.
It was unfortunate. I know Alec wanted to try and mix it up and not get punished for the dodge, but he didn't really have any options. So instead, when he went diagonally, he accidentally went under the stage, not able to recover from that.
Oh, and I do want to correct myself real quick. I didn't cast last week, so that's what confused me, but Alec Furiosity did actually play games in week 2. So that is my mistake. It's not. That was not his first game, it was his third. So just a small correction there.
Ah, interesting. How's his record look, by the way?
I would have to take a peek at the bracket, but I do see that we have Pickle Potatoes versus Crocky coming up, I believe.
Well, that's going to be a very interesting match. Crocky using guns and spears, some of the longer range weapons in the game, but Pickled Potatoes, primarily known for that gun play. So he's going to be no stranger to it, and his spacing is absolutely unbelievable. And just the way that he can kind of turn it on immediately. He goes between that spacing, and then once he sees an opening, he's in there for these big damage combos.
So we do have some people asking when the next giveaway will be. We will do a giveaway after this next game between Crocky and Pickle Potatoes, I believe. And there they both are, both from Vex. And we saw a great showing from Crocky already today, so I'm excited for this game. I believe Crocky did lose to Doppy, correct?
Yes, he did.
They were good games, and I'm excited to see how he does versus Pickled Potatoes. Two teammates going at it.
So let's see, we've got Crocky banning kings. Let's see how Pickled responds. Pickled took a while to think about that one, banning Thunder Guard and Shipwreck. Shipwreck, I understand, he definitely doesn't want any significant edge guards coming out from Crocky. Crocky, likewise, wanting a little more freedom of movement, bans Hall. Then he bans Mammoth, so they're going to Blackguard. Some of the longest range weapons on Blackguard, one of the more horizontally oriented maps.
Well, I really like the changes to Small Blackguard from the old one. I used to be a loud complainer about that map. The two floating platforms were just really bad for 1v1. But now that they took one of those
they were a little bit much.
I love that big open aerial space, and I'm really excited to see what they can do off there with the guns.
So Pickle doing some big damage with the Lance early on. Switches over to the guns. Let's see if he can find any of those hits, or if Crocky's going to get a little bit more started here.
Pickled Potatoes off to a nice start, finding a lot of gun strings. Crocky already in a lot of trouble with that damage. He's going to need to find a weapon here very soon. And he gets some nice unarmed damage and does find the spear. But Pickled Potatoes is going to continue to try and keep him out with those blasters. And there's a nice sig from Pickled. That hitting just when you're just about stacked or just perfectly stacked. And he knows the limits of those rack sigs better than anyone.
See, and this is what I really like about Pickled. Anytime that he gets a hit with those blasters and pushes you out, he immediately claims the space. So with that side air, he immediately goes again right into side air range.
He's doing a good job of trying to exactly just control the map, put up pressure, and force you off the edge or back towards a corner. Always moving you to where you don't want to be.
Yeah, so Crocky, I'm expecting some sort of recovery or signature here. He's going to be looking for the kill. Wow, the stare down right there, resulting in nothing but Pickled.
Very passive, and Pickled reading that dodge perfectly. Crocky in a lot of trouble this match. Pickled could go a second stock up, but he's not going to. Crocky will even up those stocks. Red health, however. Pickled Potatoes going to be looking for that immediate kill. If he can go up a full stock, that could be absolutely game-ending. Crocky looking to find some damage onto Pickled before he goes down, but he's going to get caught out by that neutral sig, and Pickled Potatoes looking in great shape to win Game 1.
Yeah, I think Crocky had the right idea in sticking with the spear for its not only its larger thrown hitbox, but I feel like he's more comfortable with that matchup as opposed to the guns mirror, but he just got a little too happy fishing for the throw into unarmed combos. I mean, you know, they're pretty good, but not if they get you punished.
Right now, Crocky's not going to really control that space properly, and Pickled Potatoes is going to recover very easily from the top of the stage. Crocky already finding himself at orange. Pickled Potatoes finding all those aerial attacks with the guns right now, and probably looking for a signature, and there's one to try and close out this game. And he finds the neutral sig once again, not quite enough to kill Crocky. He will get back onto the stage, not going to be able to punish that whiff sig from Pickled Potatoes. That one will be punished with the ground pounds. And Crocky one stock to Pickled Potatoes one stock, but that is white to deep red. And this is Pickled's game to win right now. He's just going to not have to make any massive mistakes, and it should be over very shortly. Crocky is going to find a nice spear combo, and he's going to try and chase down with the second side air. Not able to find that, though.
I feel like I really would have liked to see a bigger spear combo coming out, especially since Pickled was at white. He has so many more options than just side light into side air. And I feel like he left a lot of damage on the table,